So here's what I need for you to be doing. You need to challenge yourself. Don't wait for somebody else to stand up and say, okay, let's present. Or, okay, I'll speak because nobody else is going. You need to be practicing outside of class. So here's what you need to do. During this weekend, you need to make a concerted effort to practice for an hour. If you have presented your classmate introduction, good. Practice your letter to fear. If you have done both, what I'd like for you to do is the first 3 chapters. Go ahead and complete those first 3 chapters by taking notes, and how about you read half the chapter to yourselves? I know there are other things to do during the weekend, but I'm telling you, I promise you, when you put aside time and you set at least an hour or 2 to put toward you gathering information. There are those of you who are not showing up to class, but you're not communicating and letting me know what's going on. We can't hold this class via Zoom, but I don't know what's happening unless you email, unless you call. So you need to communicate, and I'm sure your partner has been telling you, but you need to communicate with me if you haven't shown up to class. And maybe consider dropping the class if you can't physically be in class. All right. So I'm talking to 4 classes right now. So this is not aimed at any one person, but this is about the value of communicating. And it's not the time to get up there and just because you're brave, you just get up there and talk when you should be reading the letter to fear, for example. So if that applies to you, well, make the adjustments. Monday, Wednesday, Friday courses, 1M and 3M2. Wednesday and Friday, we do not have class. So for my Tuesday, Thursday classes, 1T and 2T, next Thursday, we do not have class. So I look forward to seeing you all on Monday and Tuesday of next week. This is Friday, September 5th. So I will be going to a conference on Wednesday morning in DC. It's the reflecting on 20 years since Katrina. And I'm a guest speaker there. I'm sure I've talked about it, but I wanted to remind you all by Thursday, an assignment is due for all my classes. And I sent that and posted that assignment. Check the module. It should be the 3rd module, and it's about speaking through technology. So look down at the 6th bullet point, the 6th point, and I lay out what I need for y'all to do. You need to make a video, and I have expressed that you need to answer those bullet points, such as what's your expectations of this course and what has been the reality, or what was your expectations coming into the course, what's been the reality, what are your goals for this semester. You need to answer all of that in 5 to 7 minutes in a recorded, continuous video presentation. Don't edit it, okay? We can't edit out reality, right? So I want you to press record, begin, and for 5 to 7 minutes, you answer those bullet points. I sent that message. I've got it posted. Ask a friend. If you can't find it, write me. Make sure in the subject heading you put your section number, all right? I want to make sure that I'm directing my conversation to the individuals at that particular time. I want to make sure that I know who you are. If you haven't uploaded a profile photo, go ahead and do that. We need to know who our audience is. I want to know each and every student that I'm teaching. But once again, if you haven't made it to class, this is not a flow-through class because you're a guest speaker. And I need to know your situations. We need to talk. And maybe if the situations make it to where you can't physically be in class, you have to drop the course. You're going to have to drop the course. Maybe take the course next semester. This is a course where you need to be present to speak and listen, take notes, get involved when it's 4th grade and not 4th grade. This is the end of week 3. I appreciate each of y'all, and go Colonels. Let's continue this semester strong. If you have any questions, farron.clark@nichols.edu, and make sure that in the subject heading, you put your section number.